I'll be needing you to note is that these companies, basically, you are saying you're in Nigeria. These companies, they are in UK, US. I want one pass now. We are using the Nigerian IP address and they have their own IP address. That's why you need a VPN. This is the number one tool, in fact, you need for this survey. Just have your VPN ready. That is the first thing you should have. Because without it, you cannot even do anything at all. Have a good and working VPN. Then two, you need number. You need international numbers. This can be, it depends on the country you're actually doing the surveys for. It can be an Australian number, it can be a UK number, it can be a US number. Just have a number that, because most of these companies, they will sometimes actually require you to do a verification, like a number verification. And if you don't have the number, how will you do it? So you need, this is number two thing you need a number, an international number. Like I said, it can actually be a UK number, it can be a US number, it can be an Australian number, but the thing is I just have an international number depending on the country you are actually doing these surveys for. Then the third thing you need to have is a working template. Is a template. Everything has, surveys have templates. You can't just go and start answering surveys without giving them information. No, it doesn't work like that. For every survey site, they have a working template. There's a template you have to work with. Like, let me give you an instance now. Imagine these companies, they want to ask you, like, for an airline brand now, like the British Airways. I am a woman living in the UK. They want to ask me about British Airways. They will need to ask me, and if I can't go and say, okay, I'm 19 years old now, for instance, I will not go and say, I'm 19 years old. Once they just see that you're 19 years old, they will screen you out. Why? Because you're not the category they're looking for. What does a 19-year-old know about booking airlines? It doesn't work like that. So you need a working template. And I'll be elaborating on this template in this video. Example of the template, you need a name, you have a name, sorry, you have an email. Very important. In fact, the email is the first thing you need a email. Like I said before, I told you need numbers for different countries. It depends on the country. If it's UK sites, you need a UK number. But if you're using an email, like for instance, you're using UK, you need a UK email. If you're using US, you need a US email. If it's Australia, Australian email. If it's Canada, a Canadian email. So first of all, you need an email. It can be a simple email, it can be anything. It just has to be an email, the country's email first. Then two, you need a name, you need a surname. Just, you can actually make it more, if it's British, you can actually make it more British. Then you need an age. For female, I would say you should be 25 till, like, let me say 40 years old. That's okay. At least a 25-year-old lady can afford airlines, can buy properties, can rent mortgages, can rent houses, has a family, can make purchases. One thing I need you guys to know, these companies need to know that you are a master. Like, you can purchase, you make purchasing decisions, because they cannot be asking a child, they cannot be asking a 15-year-old if they are able, asking a 15-year-old if they're able to buy land, like which football. There are things, like, if they just see 15 years old, they will screen you out. In fact, I'm not even sure you will even get any service, because they need people that can make that are buying things, that are making purchases, that are exploring, that are doing things, that are traveling. And if you are in none of these categories, my dear, you will not be able to do any survey on your site. So you need a working template. So this is it, guys. But if you love this video and if you actually want to earn money, and let me tell you something, before I actually ventured into this online surveys, I had a lot of doubts. Like you, I had so much doubts. Am I wasting my time? What is it? Will this thing really pay me? Will this thing actually? But I'm just here to, all those doubts, fling it away. See, I am here to teach you everything you need to know about this. No boarding, we don't do that here. Nothing at all. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about online surveys. So just stay tuned. Please subscribe, like, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Please encourage me on here and please tell you the tips and tricks. I'll be all here to correct you every step of the way. So please, and if you do like my brows, I did my brows myself. If you like my brows, tell me and I'll be dropping a tutorial on how to do your brows this way. So thank you all and I love you all. I'll be dropping a lot of other educational and entertaining content. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Thank you all.